Now then, people, we are back. We are back for another watch along. It's Super Sunday, double trouble, all that jazz. We like to keep it moving. Thank you for everyone that just joined me earlier on the Manchester United for West Ham game. That was a really good game. Really good game in the end, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Really enjoyed it, and it was a bit of a frantic ending. Unfortunately, Mark Noble was brought on to convert the penalty and failed to do so. David Moyes should have learned his lesson from what happened to England in the Euros when Rashford and Sancho let their country down. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all meant in jest, by the way. It's all meant in jest. We've had Ethan, nice to see you, brother. Missed you earlier on. Says Tottenham 0, Chelsea 2, Lukaku and Mason Mount to score a goal. Well, I can't lie, mate. I've gone for 2-0 as well. I did also predict 2-1 in the earlier fixture between Manchester United and West Ham. So that one's correct. I mean, it was a great goal by Jesse Lingard, to be honest. You have to say that much, and I suppose he's made up for his young boys mess up the other day, hasn't he, really? If we're being honest. We're 5 minutes away from kickoff. Greg Livingston's going for a 2-1 Spurs win. Spurs have had some good results this season, although just winning 1-0 and performances might not have been great, but they beat City. They did beat City, so that was a positive result for them. But we'll go through the lineups anyway, so you guys can have a look. So this is the Spurs lineup. Hugo Lloris in goal. Romero and Dyer at centre-back, Reguilon and Royal, which will be Emerson, I believe. At right-back, Reguilon at left-back, Højbjerg, Lo Celso and Ndombele in a midfield three. That's interesting. No Winks, no Skips in there. No Dele Alli either. I think Dele Alli might be used on the wing possibly, but Højbjerg, Lo Celso and Ndombele, unless Ndombele is used on the left possibly. All right, Dele, Son and Kane. Is it a 4-3-3, would you imagine, looking at that from Spurs? On the bench, guys, they have Galini, Matt Doherty, Joe Rodon, Davinson Sanchez, Davis, Harry Winks, Ollie Skip, Brian Gill, and Scarlett Moffat, maybe. For Chelsea, we have Kepa in goal, Kepa Azarab, I can't say it, Kepa Azarabalaga, Thomas Christiansen, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger in the back three. It's like a wall, that stuff, you know. Chelsea's back line is impenetrable. Azpilicueta right wing back, Alonso left wing back. The midfield of Kovacic and Jorginho, Mount and Havertz either side of course. Leading the line, the man Romelu Lukaku. I know he plays for Chelsea, but I think he's unbelievable. And on the subs bench, they have Bettinelli, Chilwell, Reece James, Nathan Chalobah, Kante, Sowell, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, and Timo Werner. They are just coming out. Listen, I'm going for a Chelsea 2-0 win. Let me know your guys' score predictions in the chat. I did do a little poll prior to the game kicking off. Let's have a look and see what that poll's saying. Just bear with me 1 second while we check that information. So we got 78% of you have said a Chelsea win. Spurs 6% and 17% have gone for a draw. John Shaw says 88 minutes. Ollie out. He hasn't a clue with his subs. 89 minute. Ollie's a genius. God, I dislike those Fickles fans. I know. I was saying that. I can't lie. I said, what's he doing? Bringing Matic on. Matic got the assist. Jesse Lingard, another sub, got the goal. So there you go. Shows what Joe knows. Maybe Ollie isn't so bad. Another monster in the bag as well. Alisson just lost 80 quid, by the way. Went for a 2-all. Did Alisson, and it didn't come off, unfortunately. She's going 1 apiece. Luke Hartley's going 2-1 Chelsea. John Shaw's is going 3-1. Who to, John? Let me know. Greg's got 2-1 Spurs. Greg said Harry Kane double and Mason Mount for Chelsea. Alison says some goal from Joffrey. Yeah, it was a fantastic strike from Joffrey Geldart. 2 goals. Remember, guys, if you are new here, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you could as well, please like the video. Please do like the video. It massively helps. Just people get their eyes on it, really. Just looking at that, it is a back 4 for Tottenham. Emerson Royal, Romero, Eric Dyer and Reguilon. Then a midfield 2 of Højbjerg and Ndombele. And Ndombele used back in the league after his good performance during the Europa Conference. We've got Lo Celso, Ali and Son. And then, of course, up top will be Harry Kane. Will it be Harry Kane get amongst the goals? No Premier League goals yet. No Premier League goals yet. I think with Heung-min Son back in the side, though, that could change. And it could change today. But Chelsea are so difficult to break down. Here is the Chelsea lineup. Obviously, Kepa, world's most expensive goalkeeper, remember. Back in the side. That back 3 of Christensen, Silva and Rudiger. I rate Rudiger. He's unreal, is Rudiger. Azpilicueta and Alonso, left wing-back and right wing-back, respectively. Kovacic, Jorginho. And then Mount and Havertz, either side of course, Romelu Lukaku. Jameson says, does your jinx work in reverse? Can you say Bamford won't score 2 goals next week? That's what I mean. We'll go. Bamford won't score again this season. We'll do that. Here's some of the Spurs legends out there. Obviously, Glenn Hoddle, Ledley King, Matt Dawson. I don't know some of the other guys. I'm sorry, I'm not a Spurs fan. A few of them, no doubt, will have played with Jimmy Greaves. But he lost his life, so there'll be a minute's silence. He's a Tottenham legend. He's played at Chelsea as well. Still the highest scorer in top-flight football, I think. I may be wrong. Someone fact-check me, but I think that's right. They're going to do I don't know if it'll be a minute's applause or... It's a minute's applause. It's a minute's applause. Jameson said 7 defensive-minded players in that Chelsea lineup. They're not defensive, though, are they? This is the thing. Although people, when you look at 5 at the back, etc., they're not defensive. Oh, Ozzy Ardiles. I know Ozzy Ardiles. There you go. They're clapping for him. But Chelsea are my pick for the Premier League. They needed a striker. They got Lukaku in. Had City have brought in Kane. Maybe it's up for discussion, but I think the favourites for me at the moment are Chelsea. Liverpool look different level as well. Obviously winning yesterday again 3-0. Greg says, we bet Spurs to have more than 5 corners. Or corners. Sorry, mate. I was like, I didn't know what you mean. So 5 corners, that's your bet. I've gone for a 2-0 Chelsea win. That was prior to Son, though. I didn't know Son was going to start. So Luke says, what stadium Spurs have? It is nice, isn't it? It is nice. That's where the Football Content Awards were supposed to be last season before, obviously, it got stopped because of COVID. This time it's at the Lancaster Hotel. Just ref's going to blow the whistle. The guys will take a knee. Should be a good game. I said it'd be boring, but with Son back in the side, Kepa in goal, it switches it up a little bit. It's on about the carbon now. So hang on. Just wait for them to take the knee. There's the knee being taken, guys. Next whistle and we'll be ready to go. Lukaku and Havertz to take it. There we go. Kickoff. We have kickoff in the London derby. Afternoon, Snowell. Nice to see you here, brother. Make sure you like the video on your way in, guys, as well, please. Don't forget to do that. Oh, they're in here. Lukaku's in. Offside anyway. Wow, I was thinking they're in here, Chelsea, there for a second. What's going down there? Fidden says, still can't believe Spurs are playing in the Conference League. Yeah, I know. Poor season last season, though, wasn't it? Sean says, what happened to Jimmy Greaves? He passed away, mate. Yeah, he's offside anyway, Lukaku. Havertz didn't take the chance anyway, but I was thinking there, it happened so fast. What happened? Hugo Lloris. Up by Christensen. Chance here, Lukaku. Up against Dyer. I think he'll pin Dyer, you know. Lukaku will pin Dyer all day. I don't know what you guys think. I think he got the beating of Eric Dyer for sure. He just picked that centre-back and say, right, you're getting it. Luke said, Joe said it's going to be a boring game. Can't wait for it to be 5-3. I know, yeah. I've been jinxing it, something mad. Here's Ndombele. Into Son. Good to see Son back though. Son is Sonaldo, isn't he? Sonaldo. Sessi. Here he is, Son. He's going to have a strike. Comes off Kane. Kane getting in the way of it, doing his best City impression, defending it. Here's Son. Reguilon. Oh, here is Son. Can he pick anyone out in the box? He's in the box. He crosses. Oh, I tell you what, this is a good start from Spurs. Here's Emerson Royal. And he comes looking for Kane. It's going to fall. Oh, I tell you what, Christensen and Thiago Silva last-ditch defending. Lo Celso's on the deck. Did Thiago Silva kick through him? I'm not sure. But great start. I mean, what's Lo Celso doing there? He has... What's Lo Celso doing? He had a chance to strike. Check Lo Celso here. He actually cleared it out. He's on the deck. He's in pain. He's up though now. It's going to be a corner ball anyway to Spurs. Early chance. Snell says Dyer's had a decent start, but I think Lukaku has the beating of him. Lukaku has the beating the most, didn't he? Let's be honest. Son's going to take this corner ball. Werner's not playing Fidan. No, Werner's on the bench. Who's coming? Son. Takes it short to Lo Celso. Lo Celso lifts it in. It's cleared by Alonso. Dyer trying to keep it alive. Misses the ball, but Dele Alli manages to find it to Romero. Is that not a free kick, ref? It is. Jorginho in the back there. In the back of Romero. It was a foul. Yeah, it's a definite foul there on Romero. Sean Parker, it's Michael Dawson, not Matt Dawson. Yeah, I said Matt Dawson. Sorry. Matt Dawson was the guy who was on Question of Sport as well, right? Sorry, mate. Michael Dawson. My apologies. Who's gonna take this then? You got Harry Kane over it. Son. Lo Celso. So it's going to be Kane. It's going to be Kane. Will Kepa Arrizabalaga do his usual and just jive out of the way of it? Harry Kane looking for that first goal of the season. Maybe Son and Dyer creating a little hole in that wall for him. Harry Kane, it's a decent chance here, you know. Harry Kane. They're going to split here. They're going to split. Harry Kane to take it. It takes a deflection. It's not even gone out for a corner, I don't think. Yeah, it has. It's gone out for a corner. Straight into the wall. Straight into the wall. I think it's Kovacic that it comes off. So it's going to be another corner. Lo Celso to take it this time. Son's short for it. Maybe he gives it Son who whips it in first time. Got Romero, Dyer, Kane, Dele Alli in there. Puts it in. Lo Celso can't beat the first man. That's rubbish. I can't stand that, me. I can't stand it when professional footballers don't beat the first man. So frustrating. Here's Hugo Lloris. Decides to go long, looking for Kane. Flicks it onto Son. Goes all the way through to Thiago Silva. There it is into Kovacic. Silva, good pressing from Son, but he's done well. Into Kepa. Oh, his Son! Oh, he nearly catches Kepa there for a second. There's Alonso down the line into Mount. Kovacic has run ahead of him. That's a great pass into Havertz, and Lukaku could be in here. Decides to go right to Azpilicueta. Kai Havertz, Dyer slipped. Oh, it's come off Lukaku. Højbjerg takes it back to Lloris, takes the sting out of it, and Lloris sends it long. Lo Celso playing off the right. Alonso back to Rudiger. Rudiger's so underrated, you know. I think he's a great centre-back. There's Kovacic, another great baller as well. Rudiger back to Kepa. It's a decent start to the game, though. It's a bit frantic. Oh, Thiago Silva gave it away. Manages to get it back, but Lukaku can't make it stick. Of course, surely Reguilon's won himself a free kick there. I thought so. It's going to be a free kick for Spurs. They've done well, Spurs. They look up for it anyway. Full of energy, pressing. And Ndombele, Dyer. Just matching them up. There you go, Emerson roll back there to Romero. Emerson needs to be careful. Romero does well to pick out Lo Celso. There you go, what's that? Is it Chelsea throw, Spurs throw, Spurs throw. Real hit for Alonso. Here's Emerson. Why does he give it in there? And Ndombele and Kovacic, and Ndombele wins the battle. Lo Celso finds Kane, who's dropped deep for it. Lifts it over to Son. Son's got a chance to get a run at Silva. Can he get round him? Heung-min Son. Cross. Oh, that's really poor. That's really poor, Son. It's interesting though, Spurs going with that front three against the Chelsea back, you know, 3 centre-backs. You can't have that overload in there. Do you know what I mean? That extra man. Snell says there is 0 excuses for a pro not to clear the first man. There's barely an excuse for a Sunday League player not to clear it. Yeah, it's a good show. Chelsea tried to pass it out from the back. Rudiger's put it straight out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Good pressing and good pressure from Spurs. Lo Celso slips. Havertz. Spurs though a bit. I tell you what, Chelsea are a little bit all over. He is and Ndombele. Oh, it's good pressing that from Chelsea. Great defending. Both Jorginho, Alonso just went straight over. Højbjerg cleared it. It's going to be a goal kick, I think, to Chelsea. But they're not allowing them to pass out from the back by having the 3 forwards up against the 3 centre-backs. They're not giving them that extra man in there. Here's Alonso with the throw. Oh, and Alonso caught on it. It's a foul by Harry Kane. Christensen into Azpilicueta. Oh, it's good pressing there from Højbjerg. Gets in front of Mason Mount. First 10 minutes, I've been impressed there by Tottenham's start. Here's Dyer. Dyer's got his work cut out for him today, though, with Lukaku, that's for sure. There's Ndombele, loses out, though. Havertz. Alonso. Got Kovacic, but he goes to Havertz. Can he get a ball in the box here? Goes back to Kovacic. Mount's free. If he can find him, Jorginho, they decide to go backwards. Rudiger back there to Silva. Jorginho wants it. Christensen's come on leaps and bounds under Tuchel. Here's Mount. It's a great player, however. Højbjerg again. Højbjerg's had a good start, guys. I know it's early doors, but he's winning a lot. To be fair to him. Mount, though. Mason Mount to Alonso. Lukaku's in the box alongside Havertz. Goes to Mount. Some good work by Mason Mount there. Rudiger lifts it up. Azpilicueta gets there. It's going to drop to Havertz. It's a bit of an air shot by Kai Havertz, and it's going to go for a goal kick. Aspilicueta does well getting in front of Reguilon. Kai Havertz had a nightmare there, hasn't he? It's even worse on second viewing. He's tried to volley it into the net and just totally sliced it. Reguilon cleared, but Jorginho puts it out. Kane with the throw. Reguilon goes wide there to Emerson Royal. Ndombele. There's been a lot of Spurs fans asking for Ndombele to start. He had a decent performance midweek. Kovacic, no foul given by the ref. I do think he took Emerson's leg there. He's going to stay. Don't put it out of play. They should stop putting it out of play for people, you know. He only stayed on the floor though because they were going to break. It's not intentional, is it? That I don't think. Anyway, it's frustrating, man, when players stay on the floor, man. You know, proper grinds my goat. It's going to be a drop ball. Kovacic to Alonso, Rudiger. 12 minutes played, guys. No real goal mouth action yet. I've been impressed by Spurs' start, though. Christiansen. Oh, he's fired it at him there. Aspilicueta. Ball's poor. Aspilicueta fired it into... Oh, well done, son. Good pressing. It's going to be a goal kick. No. Sean says, I'm a Celtic fan. I thought you were an Arsenal fan, Sean. Who do you support, bro? Here's Thiago Silva then. Look at Spurs there. You can see just a front three, not allowing them to play out. And Ndombele into Lo Celso, lifts it for Son. Thiago Silva gets there. Oh, it's a good challenge, that, from Reguilon. However, Havertz, oh no. It's all over at the minute. Kane, Lo Celso wants it in there. He's found him. Celso, can he turn back? He has managed to do so. It's well cut out by Mason Mount. Snell says, could you identify the players from your position in the goal? Yeah, mate, sort of. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Yeah, easy, actually. Not the Newcastle players. I can't lie to you, like Joe Linton, Willock, etc. I know, obviously, St. Maximan's the head of the Leeds, yeah. But I suppose if you were watching and you didn't support either time, there's a chance here. Mason Mount, Lukaku, he's going to hold it. Oh, he's played it behind him. What is he doing there, Mason Mount? The ball into Lukaku was piss poor. Jorginho fault. Mason Mount played it into Lukaku and it was behind him, which meant that he had to try and give it him back. He should have continued. There. Nah, the pass was poor. The pass was poor by Mason Mount. Mason Mount messed up there, you know. Mason Mount, it should have gone into Lukaku. If it had been ahead of him, Lukaku probably scores. Here's Aspilicueta. Oh, well done, Dele Alli. That's a good challenge from Dele Alli. There's Kane. Some good footwork. Back to Højbjerg. Here's Ndombele. Lo Celso. Good work from Spurs. Back to Ndombele. Great footwork from him. Lo Celso, Son wants it. There we go. He's found him there. Emerson. Son lifts it in. Kane. Oh, I tell you what. That's a good header by Thiago Silva. How much did Newcastle get for St. Maximin? Because he's probably the only player who tries for that team. Yeah, Greg. I don't know. I don't even know how much they paid for him. I don't rate him that much, though. I can't lie. Like, I've said it many a times. People disagree with me, but course, he carries the ball well, and he does that against all sides, but 9 times out of 10, there's nothing on the end of it. It just turns out he scored against Leeds. Sod's law, innit? He has Son to put one in. Can he beat the first man? In it comes. Kane's going to attack it, but it's met by Alonso. Højbjerg keeps it alive. There's Reguilon. Can he lift one back in? It's deep. Dyer. Oh, it's good save by Kepa. Kepa rolls it out there to Rudiger. It's the first time for a while they've actually managed to pass it out from the back. But this is great pressing from Spurs, and Ndombele tries the first time passing to Son, but it's cut out by Alonso. That's a foul by Alonso on Emerson Royale. He's pointed at the ball, but nah, not a chance. It's going to be a free kick anyway. Greg says it's disgusting that the Premier League have stopped the Saudi Arabian to take over. I don't know the Oh, Kane's in. Oh, his touch is so poor. Thiago Silva puts it out for a corner. We didn't see what happened there, but the touch looks so poor. There, yeah, he's onside. It's corner ball. Son. Son lifts it in. Oh. It's going to drop out here to Lo Celso. His left foot is wild. Wild. And it's going to go out for a throw. Giovanni Lo Celso's shot, not great. Cross shot, whatever it was. He actually defended one earlier on for the earlier chance. Aspilicueta to take the throw. Jack says surely Geldart comes on instead. Well, Geldart's got to get a start, mate. This is the thing with Bielsa. I know we're told a lot about youth and stuff, but we've not seen it at Leeds. Strauch and Meslier were both forced upon him. I don't think Somerville makes his debut if it weren't for the Rafinha injury. We've seen the fact that he turned to Tyler Roberts to go on the wing for Dan James, opposed to Somerville, and had Rafinha not got injured, then Somerville wouldn't have come on. So I don't know. I think Geldart should get a chance or be due a chance, but we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Maybe he starts on Tuesday. The last round, Bielsa played a strong team, so if he goes by that again, then maybe he gives Geldart and Ndombele great work down this left-hand side, guys. Fantastic work. Great ball carrier, Ndombele. Such good feet. Reguilon into Højbjerg. There's Romero, Dyer. There's Reguilon. Harry Kane dropping so deep for it. Jorginho trying to put challenges in. There's nowhere for Kane to go currently. Just give it back to Højbjerg though. Probably going to Lloris. Nice. Made a good pass there into Dyer. Dali, that's late. That's late from Christiansen, but they're in. They're in, Spurs. Reguilon. They're in. Thiago Silva's trying to get back. He's got to cross it to Lo Celso. Oh, it's well done from Rudiger. Rudiger cuts it out perfectly. But they were in there, Spurs. Here's Harry Kane. Can he go square into Son? Why is he trying to... Oh, Kepa's dropped it. Ooh. It's not like Kepa to disappoint there, is it? He nearly put it into the path of Lo Celso. Great work, that, from Spurs. Oh, look at that from Reguilon to get back online. Yeah, Reguilon's ball's poor, isn't it? To be fair. Here's Chelsea going up the other end now. Kovacic, Havertz. He's got Alonso on the overlap. Alonso, poor cross, but it's going to be a corner to Chelsea. Corner to Chelsea. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please smash a like on the video. It's free for you to do so. And if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. Did the referee go back and book Christiansen for Dele Alli? That's a naughty challenge, you know. I see the polled 76% win for Chelsea, really, says Fidan. Yeah. Everyone going big on a Chelsea win. I think they'll win the game as well. But Tottenham have started really well. First 20 minutes. Nuno has come up with a plan for Chelsea. Who's going to take this? It's going to be Mount. Thiago Silva's made a run. It's cleared, though, by Dele Alli. Only as far as Alonso. Alonso into Jorginho. Goes back there to Christiansen. Spurs fans begging players to get out. But they're happy to just sit in there. He's found Mason Mount. Can he get a ball in the box? Mason Mount on his right foot. Checks. No ball comes in and it's cleared by Ali twice now by Dele Alli. There's Romero. Oh, that's a great ball out to Son. Son. Great work. And Dembele into Kane. There's Dele Alli. He's going to look for the run of Son. And Son's going to get there. Oh, Kepa out to clear. Great start by Spurs. Great start by Spurs. Greg says, to be honest, some of it was quiet. Yeah, it was. I thought that as well. Jack says, half to the Greece now. He offers nothing in response to the Roberts. He's getting better. Yeah, Roberts, so frustrating. It's even worse when you're at the game, you know. It is, man. You see it live, you're like, fuck. Brian says, Brighton up to third now. We have third from bottom. How can this be? Brighton are scoring goals, mate. They're a good side. They were last season. They just didn't score a lot of goals. They're now scoring goals. So it's a great result against Leicester. So Graham Potter's a great manager as well. I'd take him at Leeds when Bielsa's gone. I'm not going to lie. Son trying to peel off Thiago, but no joy. Here's Jorginho to Rudiger. Rudiger up on halfway. Moves it into Alonso. Havertz has made a run. Decides against it. Comes back there into Rudiger. Here's Jorginho. Can he pick out a Chelsea body? Kovacic. Oh, great. Kovacic into Mount. Mount moves it here to Azpilicueta. Can Azpilicueta lift one in the box? Decides against it. There's Christiansen. I still don't know if Jorginho, that would have been a perfect pass into Lukaku, but it was cut out. Spurs doing really well. Christiansen lifts it back up. He should do better there. Højbjerg should get his foot on it. Play the pass into Lo Celso. There you go. Look, 41% of it has been spent in the Chelsea final third. Only 15% in Tottenham's defensive areas. So a lot of it has been Tottenham. It's Kovacic to Alonso. Alonso to whip one in here. Lukaku to get in ahead of Dyer. It's too much on it. However, it's gone to Azpilicueta. Well done, Eric Dyer. Gets out and clears it. Dyer not happy that the ball's coming in the first place. He knows he's got his work cut out against Lukaku. Lukaku just needs one chance. So this is the thing. We've seen that midweek against Zenit. Here's Christiansen into Azpilicueta. Mick says Leeds United have too small a squad. Few top midfielders needed on a free transfer. We're going to struggle now. We won't do any of that, mate. No free transfer stuff. What are you going to do? Bring Jack Wilshere in? Nah, is what it is. We just have to hold on till January, and I still don't think we'll do much business then. You've got to remember, we've got Koch, we've got Llorente, we've got Forshaw, we've got so many injuries, man. We've got Strauch out. With some of them bodies in, we don't lose Friday night. We shouldn't have lost anyway, regardless with the team that we've got. Newcastle are pants. That's just my opinion. They have Alan Saint-Maximin, and that is it. And I thought we did a good job on him. People will say, but he's going to do that to everybody. He did that against Maguire and Varane, you know. He did that. He does that. But it just so happens that he scored against us. But we're all right, honestly. We just missed too many chances, man. Here's Mason Mount, Lukaku. He's going to lay it back off to him. Christiansen. Ooh. He'll have a shot. It is high and wide, though. Okay, Lukaku just pinned Dyer. There he goes, lays it off to him. Alonso was free, though. He put it onto his right, though, did Christiansen. Snell says the only position we don't need cover at is centre-back. Yeah, exactly. And we've got 4 right. I think Creswell should play on Tuesday night. If he has a good performance, then put him in against West Ham. Why not? Lloris takes it short into Eric Dyer. Dyer lifts it up. Looking for Kane. Kane gets there ahead of Christiansen. He's looking for a foul, but nothing given, and it's going to go back to Kepa. Here's Alonso. Not liked, is he, by the Spurs fans? Every time he gets the ball, they're just booing in unison. And Jorginho's caught on it. That's not a foul, ref. I don't think that was a foul there by Harry Kane. Let's have a look. I don't think that's a foul, is it? Ah, yeah, it is. Here's Kovacic. Alonso's made a good run. There's Mount. Lukaku. Oh, that's twice now from Mason Mount. The balls into Lukaku have been poor. We had that midweek as well. Like, I'm a massive fan of Mason Mount, but he had similar sort of instances against Zenit. Here's Kane. Oh, does well to get round Jorginho, but his touch is heavy. Jorginho did foul him, and a free kick has been given. Sean says Leeds should shine Loftus-Cheek. I would take Loftus-Cheek in a month for Sundays 100%. I rate Loftus-Cheek for sure. I would take him, definitely. Jordan says, yeah, what is it with Alonso? I don't know, actually. You know, maybe we should know. I don't know. Jack says, talking shut, put a post out earlier. Alien was playing on a scooter, but he may be fit even though he's a shell of himself. Yeah, so Lukaku, I know, sorry, not Lukaku. Luke Alien was spotted on a child's scooter, weren't he? And obviously he went off injured, so hopefully he should be all right. But Jack's saying it doesn't matter anyway because he's not been great, and I understand that. But there's a lot to be said about players who know the Bielsa system. We've seen with Alioski, for example. I'm not advocating that Alioski is a brilliant left back or better than Firpo because he's not, but he was well versed in the system. People have shot and just saying, "Oh, he's like," they forget that Alioski was pretty pants. Do you know what I mean? But people are like saying, "Oh, he's better than Firpo, etc." But it takes a while to get used to the system for sure. And when you're not performing and scoring goals, it's even more glaring, isn't it? Here's Højbjerg. Reguilon has to go back to Dyer. And Dembele wants it in the centre of the park. He's got Kovacic for company. Can he turn him? Oh, he's lost out, and that's not a foul, but Reguilon does clear it there. Son, Kane, into Dele Alli. Dele Alli, outside of the butt, looking... Oh, outside of the boot. I said outside of the butt. That would have been a good pass if he could do that with the outside of his butt. I can't lie. But Thiago Silva cut it out. And here's Højbjerg. Lo Celso, Reguilon. Dele Alli drops in there for it. Gets it. Gives it back to Reguilon. It's cleared though by Azpilicueta. It's going to be a throw for Spurs. Alison says smash the like all. Yes, if you haven't liked the video already, please do like the video. It will be greatly appreciated. It is greatly appreciated. Jordan says we just miss Alioski's banter. Snell says we needed Alioski's cover. 100%. That's why I wanted him to stay. But the money that he got from Ali Alil, we could not have competed with. It's tax-free over there as well, you know. Thiago Silva moves it out to Alonso. He's booed again, a chorus of boos. Does anyone know why he's hated so much? Alonso manages to find Havertz. Kai Havertz, it's a challenge there, and it's going to be a throw-in. We go Alonso back to Rudiger. Rudiger into Thiago Silva. Lifts it, looking for Alonso. It's headed out by Royale. As far as Havertz, and Dembele, great work. And Alonso just barges him off. It's definitely not a free kick. Alonso to lift it up. Lukaku. It's headed by Dyer. Havertz though to Jorginho. Jorginho knocks it back there to Rudiger, who tries to lift it back in. Reguilon and Azpilicueta both go for the ball. Azpilicueta wins the battle. But Reguilon and Dele Alli come back to cover, and it's cleared upfield. But only as far as Rudiger, who puts it back in for Chelsea to chase. It's like pinball at the minute, man. Get it on the deck. Oh, there we go. Look at that from Ndombele. Overhead kick. But it's going to come straight back at him. And here is Alonso. Into Jorginho. Jorginho into Lukaku. He's pinned Dyer. Gives it to Mount. Azpilicueta lifted one in for him against Zenit midweek. Can he do it again? But it's gone to Jorginho, Kovacic. Alonso, first time, maybe not. Takes a touch. Now lifts it into Mason Mount. Strike. Oh, sorry, it was Havertz. My bad. Kane tries to turn Christiansen, but nothing working. And here goes Kovacic. Kovacic out wide there to Azpilicueta. Can he put one in the box? Mount lifts it in. Oh, it's cleared. And I think that came off Havertz. It did. And it is going to be a goal kick. Chelsea definitely growing into this now. Definitely growing into it. Definitely going into it now, Chelsea. Towards the end of last season, Alioski got more and more erratic, says Snowell. Some of his back passes and clearances into the car park were widely ridiculed at the time. He was better going forward, though. Yeah. Of course, you missed that. Kovacic takes out Kane. Advantage given, though. Mount late on Højbjerg. Free kick. Yeah, it just tells him, calm down. He says to Mount, calm down. Yellow cards will be coming out soon enough, folks. Mount left one on Højbjerg there. No need. Lukaku, bit of a sandwich. No one wants a Lukaku sandwich for sure. Here's Højbjerg, plenty of space. Can he pick a Spurs body into the Celso? The Celso out wide there to Reguilon. Gets there ahead of Azpilicueta. Firpo will come good, just needs to learn the system, says Allison. Yeah, for sure. Here's Dele Alli. Good turn there. By Højbjerg into Ndombele. They're in here. The Celso's found Son. Oh, his touch is poor and he cannot get round Kepa. Kepa's brave. He's got to do better. And Ndombele with a lovely pass. Oh, he's in as well. His touch has let him down. And Ndombele into the Celso, and the touch by Son, it's heavy. It's heavy. Normally by him, you expect better. And he couldn't lift it. He couldn't lift it. Do you know if Son's maybe into the groove? He's not been injured. He takes that. He smashes that. You know, and it's 1-0 Spurs. But Kepa comes out to clear. You definitely think his Son's not been injured and had a few games in the bank. That touch is boom, match sharpness, boom, and it goes in the back of the net for sure. Snell says Firpo would be great for us. Defo, it would have done him a world of good to net that one at 100%. Same with Rodrigo. I thought Rodrigo had a great performance as well, and maybe that'll help him come on leaps and bounds, and hopefully we'll see a better performance against West Ham. Because you expect Rodrigo to have a good performance against West Ham. Against Newcastle. Against West Ham, it's different kettle of fish because West Ham are a great side. West Ham are a very, very, very good side. Azpilicueta and Tuchel having words. Tuchel will have a plan. Tuchel will change it up for sure. Chelsea will improve. Great coaches, Tuchel. Is Christensen back to Thiago Silva. Chelsea have a chance to calm down, put the foot on it. Christensen's look for Lukaku. He's got Dyer and Reguilon for company. Dyer and Højbjerg. Does well to get round Højbjerg. He's lifted it up, back post for Alonso. Emerson Roll gets a vital touch, and Lloris comes out to collect. Lloris done well. He's gone for a first time run for Son. Thiago Silva beats him there. That's what they're doing, aren't they? Son just sitting on Thiago Silva, looking for that quick ball over the top, because if he gets the ball in behind Thiago Silva, there's only one man winning that foot race, and that's going to be Son. Challenge there from Emerson on to Alonso. Cries from the crowd, happy with that. They really hate Alonso. I need to find out why. I feel like I should know this, but... Have a look. Why do Tottenham fans boo Alonso? This is not a new thing. It's been going on for a while. Alonso already paid for his mistake in the court, but not in the stadia. Alonso was involved in a car collision which saw a young woman pass away. The defender was charged with being over the alcohol limit, fined €61,000 and banned from driving for 3 years. Tottenham fans since that time have not missed any opportunity of reminding the incident. Right, okay, so they sing chants about him and all sorts, so there you go. There you go, folks. So with it being obviously rivals, etc., he gets a constant reminding of that. I wasn't aware, you know. There you go. So that's why. Here's Reguilon. Goes back to Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer lifts it up. He's looking for the run of Dele Alli. It's a good chest from Dele Alli, but Christiansen is wise to it and clears it. Aspilicueta flicks it on. Oh, good challenge there from Kane on Mount. Oh, nice into Son. Here's Reguilon. Højbjerg and Ndombele. Tottenham keeping the ball. It's gone all the way back to Dyer, but they'll come again. Here's Højbjerg. Reguilon. Going to move it centrally here. Gives it to Romero. Switches the play a little. Emerson and Ndombele. Great turn there on Kovacic, but Kovacic back in position. Højbjerg. He's got Son dropping in there for him if he wants it. Decides to go back. Dyer's going to be put under pressure. There is Ndombele again. Nice. That's a nice ball there into Reguilon. And Reguilon's poor. Tries to give it back to Dele Alli and puts it straight out of play. That's frustrating as a fan. This is what I'm saying. It's them little 5-yard passes that professional footballers shouldn't be losing out. Havertz. Great challenge, Ndombele. He's having a really good game. Here's Dyer. Reguilon into Son. Nice little touch into space. Manages to find Kane. And Ndombele's got Emerson available. Oh no, Ndombele, commentator curse. That's poor pass. Havertz. Oh, that's even worse. Trying to look for Lukaku. There you go. Reguilon. Chance for Tottenham to come away now. Here's Højbjerg and Ndombele. Celso. Who was the greatest captain in the history of football, says Jamie Todd, Billy Bremner. Here's Dyer. Romero. Romero to Dyer. Tottenham just content with knocking it around at the back, just keeping all the possession. Dele Alli. There's Højbjerg being pressed by Lukaku. Bit of space now for Romero to carry the ball into upon halfway. He's got Royal and Ndombele available on the right. Oh, that's poor by Højbjerg, but Dyer clears it. Mount's going to beat Dele Alli to the ball as well. Mount. No one there. No one there to support. No real urgency to get up and support him. So he's had to go backwards. Yes, Scouse Audits. Welcome here, mate. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Free for you to do so. Click this button. Not that button. Subscribe's down there somewhere. Also, smash a like on the video as well. Please do that for me, if you could. Kovacic there. Here's Thiago Silva. The back three of Chelsea have had their work cut out today for sure, with the front three that's just been matched up against them. They're always got that spare man, haven't they? Whereas today it's not been the case. That's a lovely ball by Christiansen into Mount. Mount lifts it and it's poor. Oh, it's come off Ali. It's going to be a corner ball. That's another monster in the bank. Five minutes left. What Tottenham don't want to do now is concede a goal. That's one thing they don't want to do, because they played really well in the first half. Contained Chelsea. We've not really had anything. And it'd be sod's law if Alonso was to put a decent delivery in and Chelsea take the lead. He's gone. What's Thiago Silva doing there? Just drops on the deck. Ali didn't know what to do with it. Thiago Silva challenges him and it's a goal kick. Waste of a corner. I don't know what Thiago Silva. Oh, free kick. Foul by Alonso there on Emerson. The yellow card's coming out soon for sure. Here's Kane coming so deep for it, as we're so used to seeing him since Mourinho was in charge. Proper deep. Proper deep. And Ndombele. Here he is again, and Ndombele. Of course, Dele Alli, who's playing on the left. Up on halfway, Dele Alli. He's going to have to go backwards, and he does so to Romero. Lo Celso dropped in there, but Ndombele's in the middle. And he's giving it. There's a bit of space there for him. Son tries to flick it into Dele Alli's path, but no joy, and Chelsea are going to come away with it. Alonso into Havertz. Good defending there from Romero. It's gone all the way back to Rudiger. 6 attempts each on goal, guys. 6 attempts each. 1 on target for Tottenham. Lukaku manages to beat Dele Alli. I don't know what happened there. Højbjerg and Dele Alli were not happy that the ball had come up to Lukaku. They managed to nick it off him, but they were not happy. Maybe Tottenham will just be... Oh, who's on the deck here? Ndombele. Ndombele is hurt. Don't want to know, does he? Maybe he's took one in the eye here. Something in his eye, maybe. Just on the pitch now to have a look at his eye. Done well those Spurs, you know. Nuno's come with a plan, and they're doing it well. He's got some good results this season. Not been amazing to watch, but beating City the way they did, and they're well in this, you know. I think he's... There's definitely something in Ndombele's eye anyway, that's for sure. Looks like it'll be good to carry on anyway. I was thinking he didn't want to know he played midweek. He's thinking, I've had enough of this, you know. Bit of an enigma, eh? Look at Højbjerg moving doctors out of the way and that. What's the point in doctors if Højbjerg is just going to come in there and sort him? Why is it taken Højbjerg to open up his eyelid and point to where it is? He's getting it out for him. Like, what's the point in the doctors? What is the point in the doctors if Højbjerg is going to sort it out? Get the Optrex out, says Wayne, yeah. Eye drops out and that. Victor Ortiz says, Vamos Chelsea. Tu eres grande. Something to do with his lens, says Luke. Right, okay. Contact lenses, maybe. I love it that Højbjerg just went, well, I'll sort it, man. What's the point in the doctors? What they're getting paid the big bucks for? He's going to come on, though. He's been allowed back on. There we go. Going to be a couple minutes added time for that, for sure. Here's Eric Dyer at centre-back. Two minutes. 2 minutes of added time. I thought you'd be more after all that's just gone on, but there you go. They never do it at first half, do they? They keep it. Oh, Dele Alli's lifted it nice into Lo Celso. Son's available. Can he give it him? Paul Lo Celso. He's shite, man. Sorry for swearing. I don't rate him at all, Lo Celso. Probably score now because that's what's been happening today. Jinxing it, reverse jinx and all that. But I'm not a massive fan. Be a Chelsea throw anyway. Aspilicueta with the throw. They're being told to move back. He's going to take this throw. He's going to look for Lukaku to get the flick on, maybe. And it comes in for Lukaku. Dyer wins that. Dyer's winning that battle. Dyer's winning that battle. Kovacic. Alonso's free. If they can shape it out to him, Kovacic just manages to do just that. Emerson's going to chase him down. Does well there, Emerson Royal. It has gone out for a Chelsea throw, though. Got about a minute left of this half. Alonso with the throw. Into Lukaku. First time he's been up against Romero. Manages to get it back out to Alonso. Emerson Royal's been playing well at fullback. There we go. It's half time, guys. It's half time. It's still 0-0. Said it'd be 0-0, didn't I? But I tell you what, Nuno and Spurs have impressed. The back three is obviously being met with the front three of Kane, Son, Lo Celso. Maybe there's a case for bringing on Brian Gill maybe instead of Lo Celso. Snell says St. Maximan is asking if you'll give him another pep talk before Newcastle next game. Yeah, he's pretty active on social media as well, isn't he? So he probably some people give him grief, man, Sunderland fans and that, and he just puts them in the bin all the time. I think it's quite funny actually that a Premier League footballer gets involved in that sort of stuff. Dyer is going to end up in the England squad again, says Luke. I can't see that, mate. I hope not. Anyway, I hope not for sure. Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, as is always the case. It's currently 0-0 in this game. Spurs look decent. Chelsea haven't really created anything, but like I say, I've been really impressed with Spurs and Nuno, how he's set them up, but we need something to happen, don't we? We've had a similar amount of shots, but with Chelsea, it's always hard to create against them. They're so good defensively, and even matching them up, they've struggled to do just that. There hasn't really been a gilt-edged chance yet, but Thomas Tuchel, one thing I will say, he can adapt and he will change things during the half, I think, and we'll see the game open up a little bit more, maybe from a Chelsea perspective in terms of them creating chances. We'll have to wait and see. But listen, I'm just going to take a quick break. Make sure you join me back here. Just stay, have a chat, have a conversation, and I'll be back with you shortly. Thank you as always for watching. If you do leave, hi Leeds 2020, if you do leave, please smash a like on the way out. If you do join, please smash a like on the way in and out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. It's greatly appreciated. I'm just going to take a quick break, folks. I'll be back with you in a sec. Now then, people, were back. Sorry, I didn't realise I was back for a second there. Don't know what's happened. My TV's gone off and all sorts. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. Leeds 2020 says, boring game so far. It's been a bit of a tactical battle, hasn't it? No real big chances. They've had a couple of shots each. I think only Tottenham have one shot on target. So, yeah, but like, I did say this before the game. It could be a little bit like that. But, you know, Chelsea and Lukaku only need that one chance, don't we? Luke says, this is what Nuno does. He tests your patience. Get impatient, he will make you pay. This is why his teams play well versus Man City, and he got 2 results versus Leeds last year. Definite switch up, though, to how he would normally take on this sort of game. I think play very counter-attacking, whereas what he's done is match their 3 centre-backs with 3 attackers in Son, in Kane, and Giovanni Lo Celso. Is there a case that maybe Spurs might go for a little bit more flair and bring on Brian Gill? Let's have a look just at their benches. So Spurs do have Matt Doherty, Joe Rodon, Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davies, not really all defensive there. Winks and Skip, again, not really going to change the game. You've got Brian Gill. They have got quite a lot of injuries, Spurs, obviously. Mora's out as well, I know. And of course, Bergwijn. So Brian Gill may be an option they could look to. Scarlett as well. Top. I don't know if Scarlett's actually made his first team bow yet in the Premier League. I'm not sure. Chelsea, of course, have Ben Chilwell, Reece James, of course, N'Golo Kante, Saul Niguez as well, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, and Werner. Werner can offer something as well off the wing. Japeth Moses says Chelsea are not going to win. Well, we did do a poll for everyone who's been watching the stream. Let's see how that poll is. So the poll is saying that 69% of you that have voted in the poll, there's been 195 votes. 69% have said Chelsea will win. 21% Spurs, and a draw 11%. So yeah, guys, we've only got 48 likes on the video as well. If you could please smash a like on the video. Let's get to 100 likes. There's over 100 people watching. Only 48 of you have liked the video. So if you could please like the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. It massively helps. So please do like the video. It's free for you to do. It's only down there. Just smash that like on the video, please. And if you're new, please do subscribe as well. Let's see some movement here. It massively helps. N'Golo Kante is warming up, so it looks like N'Golo Kante will come on. Paul O'Connell says, call me mad, but I dropped half the first team for the West Ham game and play the under-23s. They need to wake up call that their places aren't guaranteed however badly they play. Can't do that, though, Paul, can you? Because what if we get bad? Then it just doesn't work out, does it? Look, well, Tuesday night, we play Fulham in the Carabao Cup. Let's see what lineup he goes with there, because he went pretty strong last time out. I think Joe Geldart should get a shot. Creswell as well at the back. Maybe Creswell has to play on Saturday because we're without Pascal Strout, we're without Diego Llorente, we're without Robin Koch, and possibly without Luke Ayling, although Luke Ayling has been spotted on a scooter. My scooter. So there you go. Fidan says, I saw the first goal today in the Leeds under-23s game. It was a great goal. It certainly was that, guys. It certainly was that. Saturday, 6 p.m, Joshua versus Usek. That's going to be too easy for Joshua, believe me. Too easy. We've got 53 likes, 10 likes. So come on, guys. There's over 100 people watching. Please do like the video. Please do that. Paul said, I'd sacrifice the West Ham points on offer for the greater good. Short-term pick. No, man. No, Paul. We can't sacrifice any points. You can't sacrifice any points. Mason Mount. I did say Mason Mount wasn't playing well. And N'Golo Kante's come on. Mason Mount, he was the same against Zenit as well. A few poor passes. So N'Golo Kante's come on. It's going to be a change, isn't it? Yeah, it's interesting. I think he's gone with the midfield 3 there of Jorginho, Kovacic and Kante. Has he just long gone 2 up top, maybe with Lukaku and Havertz? So 5-3-2, it looks like. See, this is what I mean about Tuchel. He'll adapt, he'll change, and that's what he's spotted. He said, right, I've got 3 up top. Let me switch that up. Bring on Kante. When you see Kante, you maybe assume that Kovacic, Jorginho are coming up. It wasn't. It was Mount. So You know, Kante's going to help in there now, which means Havertz and Lukaku will play up top. Like Alison said, please do smash a like on the video. And if you're new, please do subscribe. Let's get to 6,700 if we can. We're so close to 7K now. So, yeah, please do smash a like. But that's the only change, guys. N'Golo Kante on for Mason Mount. Lukaku battling there with Reguilon. It's going to be Jorginho into Havertz. There's shapes to Kovacic. Alonso's free down this left-hand side. He goes back to Rudiger. They will have a lot more control in the middle of the park with them three in. Jorginho, Lukaku is running the line. He's gone to Alonso. Can he get a ball in the box? Kovacic goes back there to Rudiger, into Thiago Silva. He's going to lift one up there, looking for the run of Alonso. He's going to get there. And what a strike that is by Alonso. And a good save there by Hugo Lloris. And it's going to be a corner ball for Chelsea. I've just realised I've not put my clock on as well. So let's sort that out for you. 46-41. There we go. We're on. The time is on. The time is on, though. What a save, says Fidan. Yeah, it was a great volley by Alonso. We know he's got that in his locker. Here's the ball. Jorginho flicks it on. It's going to be... Is it a goal kick? It's another corner. It's another corner, guys. Another corner for Chelsea. It's going to be Alonso to take it. Lukaku to aim at Rudiger. Thiago Silva as well. And it comes from Alonso. It's flicked on by Kane. And cleared by Eric Dyer. Only as far as Kante. Puts it back in there. Azpilicueta's going to get it under the spell. Gives it to Conte. He's involved straight away. Lifts it up. Dele Alli clears. There's a chance here. Oh, what a challenge by Kovacic. Great players, Kovacic. Jorginho. Here's Azpilicueta. Here's Jorginho. Expect Chelsea now to just control this game. Jameson says, Chelsea have only 2 recognised defensive players on the pitch now. Seems a bit mad. Just control there. That's Tuchel. Control, mate. Control. That's what he's done, losing that battle. He's put an extra midfielder in there in Kante. That's what I'm saying. Their midfield is insane. Best options. Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, and of course Saul Niguez as well. Here's Alonso lifted in. Azpilicueta. Oh, it's cleared well by Emerson Royal. Have Azpilicueta and Alonso switch wings as well. Nero says, I've been realising Tottenham look really good, to be honest. Nuno knows what he's doing. Good tactically, Nero. You have to agree. Got a result against City. Had some, of course, they lost against Palace. Bit of an outlier. If they can get a result against Chelsea, it's decent. Any result against Chelsea is decent, draw or not. They're a great side, and I think they'll be up there and possibly win the league. Alonso. Header, it's in! That's it. Thiago Silva. 1-0 to Chelsea. There you go, deadlock broken. And for me now, they will win this game. It'll be so difficult for Tottenham to break these down, especially when you consider they have that midfield free there as well now, protecting that back five. You know what I mean? This is the thing. Chelsea are so difficult to break down now. 1-0 up. There you go. Thiago Silva, who he beats Dele Alli. Too easy for him, really. Comes in really late, look, really late. In it comes. Bang. Both Dyer and Ali struggle. There you go. It's 1-0. I can't see anything past a Chelsea win now for me. There you go. Thiago Silva, guys, on the 49th minute. I just can't see past Chelsea now. Like, it was always going to be difficult anyway, but they're just so good defensively. They're so good defensively. It's the big four and everyone else, says Luke Williamson. Yeah, if you can get any results against that top four, it's a bonus, but it's their first shot on target for Chelsea as well. It's in the back of the net. And I just think when you've got a midfield free of Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, and then behind that, You have Aspilicueta and Alonso at wing backs. You have a back three of Rudiger, Christiansen, and Thiago Silva. Like, how are you going to create? How are you going to create? They're so good. And Thiago Silva with a goal. Fidan says, there we go. The second half is always more interesting in such close games. Yeah, I did go for a 2-0 win. Here's Kovacic. I still fancy Lukaku to get on the score sheet for sure. Kovacic tries to find Havertz, but it's cut out by Højbjerg. It's going to be a throw though for Spurs. Remember, guys, if you're new, please do smash a like on the video. It's free for you to do so, and subscribe to the channel. Luke Williams says, Graham Potter going to get a big job now. I mean, he's a great manager. He's come up through the ranks. And was it Sweden he started in or something like that? I'm not sure. I'd take him as successor to Bielsa, genuinely. There's Thiago Silva out to Alonso. Alonso down there into Havertz. Alonso's going to continue his run. Can he get it off him? That's great defending from Romero. Havertz tried to get round him and he was just like, you shall not pass. Gandalf vibes. Cleared by Romero. Thiago Silva wins it. Jorginho. Chelsea, I think, will just dominate for the rest of the half now. Cushy, try his goals. Try his goals, Cushy. Here's Christiansen. Thiago Silva. Rudiger. Back to Kepa. The centre-backs with a little bit more time on the ball, it would seem now as well from a Chelsea perspective. Hits it up to Lukaku, makes it, heads it out to Havertz. They're in again here. Can he get a ball in here? Havertz lifts it up. Too much on it, but it is. There, they're in. Alonso, it's off the line. Oh, it could have been 2. Could and should have been 2. Alonso should have scored. Great football. Here it is, Havertz, takes the touch, ball across. Too much on it for Lukaku, but Aspilicueta puts it back inside, and Alonso just... It's cleared off the line. It's cleared off the line. Is it Dyer? Yeah, Eric Dyer, who clears it off the line. Lloris wasn't going to save it. It's cleared off the line. Christiansen lifts it up. Rudiger's going to get there, but it's caught easy by Hugo Lloris in the end. Alison says, David on before the whistle blows was hilarious about Potter. Ole Gunnar Shoe Shiner was my favourite. I love David, the Irish Hotspur. Make sure you check out his channel, the Irish Hotspur. He'll be going mad now, actually. He probably will be going mad as we speak. Sorry, guys. Here's Eric Dyer. Spurs, can you see Spurs creating a chance now, though? This is the thing. They're so Son's miles offside. Leaves it for Lo Celso, but Thiago Silva, easy on the cover. You need to test Kepa as well. Just have a go. Just have a go at him. Harry Kane just whipped one in, you know. Here is Harry Kane. Ball into Lo Celso. He's found Dele Alli. Thiago Silva round on the cover. He's done well, Thiago Silva. He's had a good first half defensively. They targeted him. He's played well. He's then got the goal on the 49th minute. Look how late he arrives in the box for those that are watching the replays. He arrives so late and he beats Dele Alli. And it's right in the corner. Fidan says, I've got a feeling Kane is all done in the team. Don't want to be there, does he, bro? Got an unhappy player. They're now going to have to accept less money for him as well in the summer. Maybe that decision to keep hold of him will eventually come back to bite Spurs. Lee says we need more David on before the whistle blows. For sure we do. Alonso. It's gone back to Lloris. We need more David. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Alison said he was class, very funny guy. Yeah, they are though, the Irish, aren't they? They're funny. Anthony says, quick match summary. I'm at work on a 16-hour shift, not had a chance to listen to but not much created, mate. Spurs did well in the first half. I suppose both teams just keeping each other quiet, but Tuchel's made a tactical change, bringing on Kante, extra body in the middle of the park. Here's Spurs, though. Kane, he nearly found Ndombele with a pass there. Look at Kante here. Absolute baller. Gives it away, though, curse of the commentator. Chelsea had one shot on target and scored from it. You know, header from Thiago Silva. There's Kane lifting it up, looking for the run of Dele Alli. Jorginho with the stray one, but Ospilicueta gets away with it. Here is Havertz. Havertz getting round. Højbjerg into Kante. Kante to Jorginho. Kovacic in plenty of space. Gets it off him. He's going to attack that space. He gives it to Alonso. The ball's going to come in the box. Done well there. Done well as Romero. Been impressed by him, to be fair. It's Kovacic. Kante. Lukaku's in. Why didn't you play that ball like? Oh, it's in! Oh, what a stroke of luck from N'Golo Kante. It's 2-0. I was just saying, why hasn't he laid that ball into Lukaku? The space opened up. This opened up Kante to Lukaku's path. Instead, he has a speculative shot, and it comes off Eric Dyer, comes off the inside of the post, and just P-rolls into the back of the net. Chelsea 2-0 up. Did not expect this from that second half. They have a grip on the game. They've got that stroke of luck. Kante. It comes off Dyer. It's got to be an own goal, maybe. Kante with the goal. And I can't see Tottenham getting anything. There was an opportunity for him to lay it into Lukaku. I'm watching the game. I'm thinking there's a chance they get Lukaku and he scores. Instead, he has a speculative effort. It comes off Eric Dyer. It comes off the inside of the post, and it's in the back of the net. Lloris had no chance. Chelsea now lead 2-0. And I can only see, I did say 2-0 prior, but I just think with how much is left on the clock, Chelsea surely get more. Chelsea surely get more. Fidden says, so unlucky. Leeds 2020 says, game over. And that was Dyer. I think for sure it was Dyer. It takes a wicked deflection. Lloris had no chance. The goal's been given to Kante. That may change, but it's 2-0. And Chelsea just in complete control. And this is Tuchel. This is what we're talking about. He makes them changes. And Spurs, I mean, Chelsea just look every bit. They're in again here, possibly. Kovacic. Havertz couldn't get it under the spell. Reguilon. It's a foul by Havertz. Wayne says, under the cosh, amazing what a goal does to the psyche in a game, yeah. It's game over now, isn't it? It's game over. What's Nuno? This is the thing as well. Nuno hasn't got anything to change it. You know, Nuno hasn't got anything to change it. If you look back at that bench, Galini goalkeeper, Doherty, Rodon, Sanchez and Davis are all defenders. Winks and Skip are defensive-minded. He's got Brian Gill and Scarlett. There's nothing they can do for me now to affect this game. No Lucas Moura, no Bergwijn. The game's done. And Chelsea don't concede. Chelsea do not concede many at all. I know they've got Kepa in goal, but that's one thing you have to say. They very rarely concede, Chelsea. So, unless they play West Brom. And they don't do that this season, do they? Because they're not even in the same division. So, Chelsea shut out. You know what I mean? Shut out. There's still a long way to go, though. 60 minutes, you never say never, but look at them. They're taking piss now. Chelsea, with this playing out from the back. Rudiger's got space to attack, and he's going to do just that. Give it to Alonso. The pass is on. Rudiger. The pass was on to Alonso. Stop being greedy. I do rate Rudiger, but he should have passed that. Luke Hatley says, get Chilwell to Leeds. I don't think he's making that move. Although he's only played like 20 minutes in the league, hasn't he? They've got, this is the thing, big clubs, you know, that have all this money and all this transfer cash, they can have two awesome internationals in each position. They're not going to get rid of Chilwell, mate. Never. Here is Eric Dyer, clipped out to Ndombele. In there to Lo Celso. Emerson Royals made a run, but Alonso was tracking him all day, so he has to go. Pulisic is also a great player, Fidan. Yeah, you're right. I would take Pulisic all day. Loftus-Cheek. They've got so many great players. Ball in from Reguilon. Ali's on the end of it. Rudiger clears it. Look how many Chelsea shirts there are in there. It's difficult. And Ndombele. It's always going high and wide and over. Guys, if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel. On comes Brian Gill and Oliver Skip coming on as well, guys. So Brian Gill and Oliver Skip, they're the changes that Nuno is going to make to try and affect the game. Please smash a like on the video. Please smash a like on the video. Lo Celso and Ndombele come off, guys. See Nuno saying, come on, man. So I'm saying he'll want them off the pitch, man. Try and affect it. Oliver Skip and Brian Gill. Let's see how Brian Gill gets on. He was one of the attacking changes that put Ollie Skip in there. He's been in the team, and since the start of the season, done well. But Brian Gill's an exciting prospect. Obviously, he was part of a part exchange for Lamella, I believe, in the summer. Plenty of potential for him. See if he can have an impact on this game. I struggled to see it personally, but there you go. Just 20 years of age. Remember, guys, keep smashing a like on the video. It's currently Chelsea 2, Spurs 0. Goals from Thiago Silva and N'Golo Kante have put it beyond Spurs for me. I know there's still a long way to go, but Alonso, Lukaku, you still fancy Lukaku's going to get one, don't you? Ollie Skip just dispossesses him there, though. Brian Gill, touch back to Romero. There's Dele Alli dropping so deep for the ball. Vivi says Ndombele had a good game. Ollie Skip. Reguilon. He's got Son on the outside, decides to go inside. Then finds Son. Quick little change of decision. Son. Dele Alli. There's just no options for them, is there? No options for them other than to go backwards. Skip, Højbjerg. Nice little turn there. Does Kovacic. Moves it out to Emerson Royal. Has to go back to Højbjerg again. Out of options, Kane. Kane into Son. That's good work. Kane. Test the goalkeeper, Kane. Strike. Good save by Kepa. That's the first time we've seen a decent passage of play from Spurs. Well, from Son and Kane. Probably all season. I know Son's been injured. He has a decent strike. You've got to test Kepa. But he kept it straight in, especially when you consider earlier on, like Fabianski spilling it to Ronaldo, etc., that he kept that in. Fair play to Kepa there. Here's Lloris. Maybe that'll give Spurs a confidence boost that they can do something in this game. You got Jorginho to Kovacic. Christopher says Chelsea strong then. Yeah, for sure. Strong side. I think they're going to win the league, mate, I think. Yeah, City messed up yesterday. Maybe it is Chelsea season. I think a lot of us said that before. And City needed that striker, didn't they? City needed that striker. They needed Kane. I know they won the league last season without a striker, but it's different this time around. Everyone else has improved. Timo Werner's coming on as well, so I'd imagine Havertz comes off on the counter. Say what you want about Timo Werner's finishing, but he's very good at creating chances for others. And his pace, man. His pace is electrifying. So this is even worse, isn't it, on the counter with Timo Werner. Kante moves it out there to Azpilicueta. Kante wants it back and he's got it back. Lukaku drops for it. Romero's done well against him. Oh, there he is. He's won it back, though. Well done, Lukaku. Lukaku, he's going to have a shot on that left. Well done, Dele Alli gets back. Here's Brian Gill. Brian Gill, look at the pace. He's managed to give it Kane. It's a little bit behind him, though. Can he give it him back? You're offside. You're offside. He is offside, and Kane realises and goes back there to Ollie Skip. Chelsea, look at that defensive. Two lines of blue shirts. He does try to find Son. It's cleared by Alonso. It's going to be a corner ball. Luke says it's between Chelsea and Liverpool. I think it's still early doors yet. I think City will have a lot to say in the title race, mate, personally. Liverpool, a couple of injuries away from a crisis, as is always the case there. Too early to say, but Chelsea will be there. Chelsea will be there. I think that's the one I'm more certain about, is Chelsea, just because of Tuchel and the players, man. Like Tuchel's ball in. Oh, Romero has a chance. Couldn't take it. Alonso to Kante. Put him under pressure there. It's come back to Son. Son into Kane. Them two combining finally. Kane, can he whip one in? He has. It's cleared though by Rudiger. Food and drink for him and that. Skip. Well done, Skip. Brian Gill. This has been a good last 5-10 minutes for Spurs. Gill gives it away. Gets it back though. Well done, Kovacic. Kovacic into Jorginho. Alonso. Can't get rid though. Spurs have a chance to come again. Oh yeah, getting caught, and it's going to be a free kick there. Jordan Dick says, have Chelsea been good for being 2 up? Yeah, well, they're just a good side, aren't they, mate? They're just a good side. Just, like I said, just stepped it up a notch, made some changes at half-time and took control. But like I say, Timo Werner, he's probably going to come on for Havertz. Chelsea could have more on the counter. Here he comes anyway, Timo Werner. Perfect, isn't he, really, for this kind of game for them now. On the counter. Cutbacks to Lukaku. Easy work. Here's Dele Alli, Reguilon, Son. Christopher says, so the EPL is now a billionaire's playground. It's a crying shame. Look at how every team began and we've let it happen. Rudiger just bounced Brian Gill like he wasn't even there then. Remember, guys, smash a like on the video as well, please. It's over 100 people watching and we've only got 62 likes, so please do like the video. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Just hit that button. Not there, it's down there somewhere, but just hit it. Jordan says, first football I watched this Friday, always struggle to watch. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I'm with you. That's why I didn't do any yesterday. I was going to do the Saturday morning and evening one, and I was like, nah, I can't be chewed. I'm chilling out. But today I was like, nah, there's some good games today. So I watched Manchester United, West Ham, and then obviously this one. Alonso into Rudiger. Chelsea just keeping control now. We have got 70 minutes on the clock or so. If you want, there's some web chat stuff going down as well, if I'm boring you. Web chat, webcams. Alonso. Alonso. Dele Alli, where have I got Alonso from? I threw myself with them web chat things there, you see. Here's the change then. On comes Timo Werner. Kai Havertz to come off. This is going to cause all sorts of problems now for Spurs on the counter as well. You've got Kovacic, you've got Jorginho looking to spray them passes in behind for the speedy Timo Werner to get on the end of. Christopher says, you've recovered now from being in the gods. I couldn't have sat there way too high up. Yeah, it was scary, bro. I'm not going to lie. I just concentrate on the game I was saying earlier. As soon as I started to be aware of how high up I was, like looking at the roof and looking out at the skyline, I was like, So I was like, no, concentrate back on the game. Oh, it's Werner, he's in. That's not a free kick, ref. That was soft, man. That was soft. Will Gabriel says Chelsea always in my heart. And Michael Brown, your friend, the Irish Hotspur, is far from happy with the way Tottenham are playing on his watch. I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Leeds 2020, thank you as always for dropping in. Make sure you smash a like on your way out, brother. Emerson Royal, it's a foul by Jorginho. Oh, he's kicked out there. He's kicked out at Rudiger. Calm down. You don't need to do that, Emerson Royal. You'll get yourself a red card. Silly. Really silly. You can't be affording to kick out here. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, he lifts his leg up there. If he connects with Rudiger, what are you doing? What are you doing? You already have Tanganga sent off before. Don't be doing the similar sort of things. Is there a chance here from this position, though, from the Spurs free kick to put one in the mixer? You got Son stood over it. Plenty of Spurs bodies to aim at. Lift it up. Eric Dyer's underneath it. It's cleared by Kepa. Kepa's done all right today. It has to be said. Oh, look at him now. He's saying he's hurt himself. Oh, man, Kepa, get up, man. He'll be getting substituted off, won't he, and saying, I can't do it. Obviously, Mendy's out. Bettinelli warming up. We know what Kepa's like. Michael says, Joe, realistically, do you think it'll be a season of struggle? But we're not in a relegation fight. Let me say that to you, Michael. It'll just not be as good as last season. And I think we need to remember that. Like, that's okay, you know? Oh, there's the goals again. Yeah, I just don't think it'll be as good as last season, but you can't expect to do that all the time. Do you know what I mean? We had a great first season back in the Premier League. Get up, Kepa, man. Yeah, so, yeah, but if you're expecting similar, I know a lot of us expected Europe, but we had to invest and we didn't invest. And we have a threadbare squad that currently is suffering big time with injuries. So, Wassim says, but then KP and Raf could head out. Possibly, mate. Possibly. If the money's put up, then come on. If KP gets off, if we get offered between 80 and 100 million for KP, he goes. It is what it is. You just got to reinvest that money correctly, you know. Chelsea are in behind here. Kante with a great turn. Gives it to Werner. Can he get that ball in? That is really poor Timo Werner. If he gets that ball in, maybe Lukaku gets ahead of Romero, although Romero's done well. I think both Dyer and Romero have done well against Lukaku today. It's going to be a corner ball, though. Alonso to take. Jordan says, I think we can still have a good season, just need a full squad. Take 3 centre-backs out of any team, they will struggle. Great point, mate. Great point. Alonso whipped in. Thiago Silva again. Thiago Silva nearly gets a second there. Good save by Lloris. Werner was offside, I think. Jorginho. Chelsea will come again. Kante goes all the way back to Kepa. Kepa smashes it up to Azpilicueta. Here's Werner on the left-hand side this time. To Azpilicueta. It's going to be another corner. Now, Christopher, you said, Jordan, we need better squad cover, though. But what you need to remember, though, 3 centre-backs are out. 3. You only need 2, don't you? So you can't legislate for that sort of stuff. Look what happened to Liverpool. You can't think that 3 of your centre-backs, first-team centre-backs, are going to be out all at one time. You know, by that logic, you would have like 10 players in each position. Do you know what I mean? You can't legislate for that stuff. Here's Alonso. Easy for Dyer, only as far as Azpilicueta, gives it to Werner, who's onside. Can he lift it back in there? He's got Rudiger and Lukaku to aim at. It's crossed in. However, Skip prevents it from coming into the area, and it's going to be another corner. Another corner for Chelsea. Christopher says Brentford, wow, they're doing really well. Favourable fixtures to start the season, mate. Favourable fixtures to start the season. But again, it's that element of surprise, that new side. Boyd, we're in the Premier League, you know, all that sort of stuff has an impact. Alonso cross, headed this time by Højbjerg, only as far as Kovacic. He tries to give it back to Alonso, but it's going to be a throw. Less than 15 minutes left now. Azpilicueta with the throw. Jordan LUFC says if Werner wasn't fast, he would be a librarian. Jordan didn't see any of the Man United game. Did they deserve to win? That was a good game. Both sides would have been happy with the point. I think what happened is, mate, West Ham got a penalty in the last minute, brought on Mark Noble to take it, and he missed it. Do you know what I mean? So frustrating. He was brought on specifically to take the penalty. Lukaku, they're in here, Chelsea. Lukaku gets round Dyer. Into Werner. Oh, Timo Werner, what are you doing? Timo Werner's got to do better there. Lukaku does brilliant to get round Romero. Dyer, sorry. Look at that. Timo Werner's got to score. His touch, man. His touch is poor. Maybe Lukaku should have just took it himself. Lukaku, Kovacic. Ooh. It's going to be more for Chelsea, I think, on the counter. Werner tradition, says Fidan. Yeah. It's a Werner tradition. Michael says, do you think Leeds will strengthen during the transfer window? Probably not, mate. We never do. Davey said, had £5 on Thiago Silva to have 2 headers on target. 9-1 just come in. Well done, mate. That's a great shout. 9-1. 50 quid back for you. Nice, mate. Good betting. Chance. Dele Alli gets around Jorginho. Well done, Kante. There you go. Kante just covering, takes it off him like taking candy from a baby. Here's Alonso. Kovacic, Lukaku. Give it to Timo Werner. Lukaku. Oh, his passing to Werner's not good enough. He was looking for him, wasn't he? Kovacic got in the way. Jordan Dick says Timo Werner is like St. Maximin, he can't finish. Calvin goes in the summer along with Rafinha, says Reggie, PS4 Gamer. Could well be the case. Thank you for those that have subscribed to the channel as well. We need 10 more for 6,700. Let's make that happen. We've got 13 minutes left of this game. Timo Werner touch back to Alonso on the throw. Alonso tries to get Ram Royale. Emerson Royale had hold of his shirt. Nothing given. Here's Brian Gill, chance to break. Brought down by Werner. Yeah, it's a free kick and probably a booking. Timo Werner, silly. Probably frustrated that he can't finish for Toffee. I think he'll be sold eventually, Werner, won't he? He'll probably go somewhere else and resurrect his career. It's just not worked out for him at Chelsea, has it? I can understand why he's been brought on, though, you know, especially on the counter pace, etc., but he just can't finish. But I think he probably would go to another team and start finishing. Do you know what I mean? Because he did so in Germany. Calvin goes 160 plus to replace him. I want 80 plus, mate. I don't want anything less than 80. That's just my opinion. People won't disagree with it. I mentioned it before on the Don Robbie show, and they were like, he's not worth 80 million. I was like, well, for me, he is, but there you go. Alonso, nice touch into Werner. Werner finds Kante. Give it him back. Werner's in. Oh, he's still... Alonso. Kovacic. Lifts it up for Lukaku. Azpilicueta. Oh, they're queuing up. Oh, Lukaku actually challenges Alonso. How have they not scored there, Chelsea? Tottenham all over the shop. It should be more than 2 now. Should be more than 2. Christopher said Chelsea are just different biscuits. Definitely that brand new over-the-top chocolate coated chocolate digestive. Referee's blown his whistle here. Lloris is in pain. Maybe we'll see Galini. Timo Werner did well to find Kante. Kante, give it him back. And he just couldn't get it past Lloris. Emerson did well. Kovacic tried to lift it up to Lukaku. And then Alonso had the strike and it just came off Lukaku. Timo Werner probably should score, but that, you're not expecting him to, are you? Just needed to lift it over. Lloris, good goalkeeper though. But they were all queuing up there. I was convinced it was going to be a goal. However, it didn't. And now I think it's Emerson Royal and Lloris all in pain. Chelsea just dominating. Lloris in pain. Remember, guys, if you're new as well, please do subscribe to the channel. We are 10 away for 6,700. Please smash a like on the video if you haven't already as well. That would be greatly appreciated if you could do that for me. Emerson Royal in pain. We've got 74 likes, guys. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the stream. It is greatly appreciated and massively helps the channel out. So please do like the video. On comes Davison Sanchez. He's not going in goal, so it must be Emerson Royal maybe because he looked in pain. Michael says, Joe, do you think Leeds should change their style for some games and play with a twin man strike force at Bamford? No, not too up top, no. No, not for me, mate. You don't change what's not broken. This is the first time Biel's has a sort of a bad run, really, and we're in the Premier League, and we have to... No, not for me. Just do plan A better. Just do plan A better. This is the thing. It's not a crisis. If we took our chances against Newcastle, we'd have battered them. Jared said, hey, Joe, just stepped in, say hello and throw, like, pretty down, mate. Don't be down. Stay around. I'll cheer you up. Hope we can get a point versus West Ham. Saw a tweet. Llorente and Koch have missed a combined 40 games now since joining the club. Not great, is it? Rice will go Farmate, then Calvin. Go for more than Calvin. Yeah, possibly, mate. Yeah. Well, his age. Yeah, he will. Yeah. I think Rice will go for 100 million, though, won't he? Probably. I don't know. Emerson Royal clears into Kane. Brian Gill keeps hold of it. Touch back there. Who is it? Sanchez has come on for Romero. Has he total attempts 15 for Chelsea, 8 for Spurs? Just to give you the shot count. And on target 7 for Chelsea. Bearing in mind, I think Tottenham had 1 in the first half, Chelsea none. And now they've got 7. You know what I mean? All in the second half. After they had none. Do you know what I mean? This is what I mean. Chelsea just made them changes, turned up the heat, 2-0 up. Could and should have had more. Great turn there by Højbjerg. Kovacic nicks it back off him. A foul's going to be given by the challenge by Jorginho, though. Mohamed's in the chat. Nice to see you, Mohamed. I was wondering where you were at, bro. He says Rudiger. Yeah. And only 2 in. Yeah, Christopher, but these things happen. You can't be saying that they... You're finding the negatives in that and saying, oh, they've had 7 on target, 2 in. But, mate, what I'm saying is at half time, they had plenty of attempts and only Tottenham had 1 on target. They've come out second half. They've made a change. They've now had 7 on target and are winning 2-0. That's a good thing, right? Here's Alonso. Nice little shift of his body weight. Manages to find Timo Werner. Kante is available. They're just controlling it now. 6 minutes on the clock. Yeah, Mohamed makes a good point. Mason Mount coming off was the difference. I know Mohamed doesn't like Mount Mason. Although, to be fair, Mason Mount, his passing was poor, I felt, against Zenit, and it was more of the same in the first half in this game. So the change to Kante, yeah, and it just gave him more control, you know. Kovacic to Alonso, lifted up. It's just behind Lukaku. It's cleared Donny as far as Jorginho. There's Kante. Can he give it to Azpilicueta? Will he look to whip one in? He's decided against it. Chelsea just going from right to left, keeping hold of the ball. Alonso whip. He's going to whip it in here. No, decides against it. Kovacic gives it him back. Chelsea fans all laying in the crowd now. Good ball from Jorginho into Kovacic. He'll put it on his right. There's Rudiger. He's going to put it in the box. It's a good knock. I tell you what, it's a good knock by Rudiger into Lukaku. That's all he's wanted, Danny. That's all he's wanted all day. It's a great ball from Rudiger. Bam. But it's good save by Lloris. Good save. Can Tottenham fashion a chance out? See, just great from Chelsea. Just can't get going against them. They're too good. They're too good. I'll be very shocked if they don't win the league. If they don't win the league. It's the only team I am Lukaku is in. Can he get round Dyer? Timo Werner up to support. He's already passed it him a few times. He's going to decide against it this time. Lukaku trying to get an effort off. Davinson Sanchez prevents it happening. But this is the thing. Chelsea are the only team I can say 100% confident that they will be in the title race. Look at that from Harry Kane. Shocking. Alonso's taken out by Brian Gill. It's going to be a free kick. Yeah, they are the only team I'm 100% confident that will be in the title race come the end of the season. Obviously, City, Liverpool, Manchester United are in the conversation, but Chelsea are the one you'll say, yeah, they'll definitely be there. Mohammed says we should snap up Rudiger on a free if he doesn't sign the contract. I mean, if only, bro. Yeah, snap your hands off at that. For sure. Here's Jorginho. Gamer Guy Ethan says, Joe, if we sign a midfielder, could we get Europe? I can't see it, mate. Not this season. Not. The top four are already sorted, so you're only looking at 3 spots. So I don't think we get in there. Here's Alonso. Good cross. It's going to drop. No, it isn't. And Ali's got a chance to clear. Over the top, looking for Brian Gill. It's going to go out, though. Some chat there for you as well, guys, if you want to get involved, or girls, whatever you fancy. Thiago Silva gets a man of the match from Sky. Mohammed says the team with Rudiger will finish first. Thiago Silva moves it out there to Azpilicueta. Kante turns Ali. Lifts it out to the left. Alonso's had a good game. Good touch. Kovacic. There's Jorginho. Remember, guys, please smash a like on the stream as well. If you're new here, please subscribe as well. Make it happen. Hit that subscribe button. I feel like this is going to finish 2-0. That's 2 correct score predictions if it does. We've had 2-1 Manchester United and 2-0 Chelsea. So 2 correct score predictions. I did say Brighton 1-0, which obviously didn't happen. That was 2-1, but there you go. Can't have it all. Can't have it all. Finan said, I thought for a moment after the first goal, Tottenham will play a bit up, but I was wrong. Yeah, Chelsea have just dominated the second half. To be fair, Tottenham came with a plan. First half, did very well. Tuchel makes little changes, takes Mount off, brings on Kante, and it's been all Chelsea. I can't remember a Tottenham chance this second half. Cannot remember a Tottenham chance this second half. Should have had a bet on Joe. I have Davey. I didn't do it as a double, though. I should have done it as a double, for sure. For sure. Joe, do you think under-23s could win Premier League 2? Maybe, mate. Maybe. Yeah, I did put them on as a bet, Alison. Only as individuals, though. I should have done doubles, shouldn't I? Because when you double up, wow, you get some big monies. I'm now annoyed that I didn't. I shouldn't have let that enter my head, because now I'm like, yo, why didn't I do that? But there you go. Decided against it. This Kante. Still, there's still a chance for Chelsea anyway. Oh, he's done well there. Sanchez in head of Lukaku. Brian Gill loses out. No, he doesn't. He keeps hold of it. However, Thiago Silva putting in flying tackles. We've 2-0 up with 4 minutes left. Dedicated to the cause under Tuchel. Like chalk and cheese from Fat Frank for sure. Here's Alonso. Werner's going to make the run. Kovacic does well, comes inside. There's the ball into Lukaku. Lukaku to Kovacic. Kovacic. Oh, Lukaku saying, why didn't you give me the ball back? Why didn't you give me the ball back? Why is he not passing it back? Lukaku. Lukaku could have scored there if he'd have just laid it off back for him. What days before the whistle blows on this week, Joe? It should be back to Thursday. There's not any games I need to be worried about on Thursday, is there? I'm thinking we might do one Tuesday as well, just a review. I'll need to speak to the lads and find out if they're free to do that. We'll do a review maybe Tuesday night. Ball in. Aspilicueta. Timo Werner. Back to Rudiger. Rudiger makes it 3. And there we go, Mohamed Rudiger scored. And it's a good job I didn't do that double now because I'd have been sick of my life. There you go. It's a goal, Rudiger. Chelsea have just torn them apart this second half. Antoine Rudiger. Timo Werner with the assist. That Timo Werner, cut back, Rudiger, moving away from goal. That's a centre-back, by the way. It's a great finish, isn't it? Moving away from goal. Bang. There you go. And that makes it 3-0. There you go. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, Mohamed says, my man Adam, captain. There you go. 2 minutes left. Chelsea. Tottenham played well first half, but this is the thing. Chelsea have an answer. They have an answer. And Rudiger scores to make it 3-0. Tottenham just want this to end now. I'm already having nightmares about playing this Chelsea team 7 or 8 with. I know, yeah. Yeah. Michael says, Joe, do you think Bielsa will put a strong lineup against Fulham in the cup? Maybe. Maybe he did in the first round, mate. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe we probably need it for confidence as well, you know. Let's go win because you don't want to be getting beat. Fulham have got the Championship to concentrate on as well. Can't imagine they'd play a strong side. So they lost as well against Reading on the weekend, I think. So here's Kante. Minute left now, guys. Minute left the normal time. Tottenham have absolutely been battered in this second half. Chelsea just too good. But the thing is, they're too good for most teams. We've seen when they went down to 10 men, here's Lukaku. Has he got a chance? Lukaku just bounces Reguilon off him like he's not even there. 30 seconds, corner ball. 30 seconds of corner ball to come in from Chelsea. Plenty of the Tottenham fans have left now. A good cup run would be great, says Vivi. We've got to get wins in the league for me first. Sack the cup off. That's it now. Full time, guys. We're just waiting for this final ball to come in from Alonso. Could there be a fourth? Yeah, no, that's it. It's full time. It's full time. It's ended Chelsea 3, Spurs 0. It was a good first half. Tottenham were competitive. They matched up them 3 centre-backs, but second half, they just came alive. Changed. Kante came on for Mount. Give them that spark. Thiago Silva scored on the 49th minute from a set piece. And N'Golo Kante scored a quite fortuitous goal. And then Rudiger with the finish on the 92nd minute. But too easy for Chelsea in the end in that second half. I can't see anyone beat, like, Chelsea are going to win the league for me. I just can't see them dropping off. That's just my opinion. But thank you as always for watching Super Sunday on the Just Joe Football Show. Thank you all for your support. Please smash a like on the video on your way out. And yeah, I'll see you during the week for, of course, Fulham preview, before the whistle blows, West Ham preview, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you keep it locked. And thank you as always for watching. And I'll see you in a bit.